Good evening, my Trues Clues aficionados. I hope that you're being safe out there, paying attention to life's trues, clues around you. I wanted to hit you up with a current but old case in Colorado. It's quite astounding. Such an old person that I do remember this taking place. And at the time, Colorado wasn't as crime-ridden as it is now. You know, we were a pretty small town at one place for being a city. And we eventually grew like other people and have had growing pains, some good, some bad. The Bennett family killing was horrific. It was a mom and a dad and two daughters. And nobody had any idea why. They seemed like a perfectly nice, likable couple. There was no seamy side that came out to them during the investigation. The lady looked absolutely beautiful. And it was in a part of town, even for back then, they didn't get a lot of drama going on then that we knew about. So this murder actually took place 30 years ago. And Ewing, who is the perpetrator, was not identified as a suspect until a DNA hit in July 2018 linked him to the murder because of semen left at the crime scene. He faced 6 counts of first-degree murder. Thankful that he's caught, because he definitely would have continued to go on doing it, or may have, and the truth, about what happened hasn't come out yet, because he did perpetrate on another individual here in Colorado as well. And every time they kept going back to the well with DNA and genealogy testing, they would get better and better, and they would find other people responsible for heinous crimes, so it was only a matter of time, they felt, that they would end up finding the perpetrator of this crime. Bruce Bennett, his wife Deborah, 7-year-old Melissa were beaten to death. The 3-year-old Vanessa Bennett survived, but it was a terrible survival that she had there. The daughter, Melissa, was also sexually assaulted. Jurors were told that Ewing's DNA was recovered from the Lakewood townhome where Patricia Louise Smith, a 50-year-old interior decorator, was raped and beaten to death with a hammer 6 days before the Bennett killings. I was in a coma, Vanessa Bennett said Thursday. My jaw was wired shut. I had tubes in my nose to eat. I went through physical therapy. I had braces on my legs. I have a metal plate in my forehead. I have frontal lobe issues because I was hit in the head with a hammer. My skull kind of breaks right there. My jaw is shattered, which is kind of why I need a facelift. I had a tracheotomy here. I have scars on my ankle, stomach, everywhere pretty much. My parents dying is the main reason I started using. I had issues with my grandmother growing up because of my anger issues, and I kind of turned to drugs. I'm not saying because of her, but I was hurt growing up, and she was hurt, and I chose a different path of trying to work things out and make it go away. And you definitely cannot blame her for that. She said she was made fun of at school, made fun of the way she looked, made fun of because her parents were killed. How horrific is that, to have survived something and then have such outward scars, not even taking into consideration your internal scars. We can only be thankful that this perpetrator was found and is going to face trial and hopefully be put in jail for the rest of their life. The Colorado Cold Case Database features unsolved homicides, missing persons, and unidentified people to assist law enforcement agencies in the development of information which can lead to the identification and arrest of any person who may have committed any crime described on this page. If you have information on any person or cases like the one found on this page, which is the Bennett case, please do reach out to the Colorado Bureau of Investigation Cold Case Units. Efforts are necessary that tips and information be provided to agencies investigating these cold cases, such that they may need to resolve their investigations and provide some justice and resolutions to these tragedies. Well, thank God that they didn't give up on this particular one. It is a horrible scene. It was horrible to Colorado, the depth of depravity that this person applied in, clawing somebody to death. Like, WTF? What is your major issue, dude? So I'll keep you posted on what comes out with the hearing and why. Why? And why with the hammer? I guess we'll never really be satisfied with those answers, but it'll be curious to see what comes out of the trial. With that, my Truths Clues aficionados, be safe out there. I want to let you know that I'll be posting a Colorado cold case for the next 5 days leading up to January 1. And then the kickoff for January 1, I will have my first female perpetrator. I'm looking forward to entertaining you with more stories. I'm hoping that you will help me grow my channel by subscribing. Like and subscribe. That way it'll give my channel some longevity. It's an easy way to help without having to put out any dollars. So stay safe out there. Enjoy the New Year's. Be looking forward to my stories every day this week. It's going to be a challenge for me because I'm really going to try to kick it up a notch here this coming up year. So enjoy, be safe, and I'll talk to you soon. Love you all.